Yo, good afternoon, evening, and everybody. It's good to see you guys. Also, Wolfbox, I gotta say, I really like the, is that Abel, Mabel, or Sable? Because, like, I just know it's from Animal Crossing, and it's been a while, but, yo, good to see you. Good to see you, Koros. Good to see you, ATM. Hope you guys are doing good. But now, like, I'm actually really excited for Duel Links right now because we got Tour Guide from the Underworld. Like, this card is absolutely busted, so when this card is summoned, normal summon, you can special summon a level 3 fiend from your hand or deck. Its effects are negated, which is perfect, and it cannot be used for synchros. So, like, it's phenomenal because everything except for Crane is a level 3 fiend. So I could even choose Fiendish Rhino Warrior. I could do Seer. It's just super nutty because Tour Guide gives us so much utility because whatever Burning Abyss I want to use, I have instant access to it. It's so good. It's so good. Making some cozy ramen for the Duel Links stream with Metal and friends. Yeah, that sounds pretty hype, man. Do you have any, are you going to be playing any gaming as well? Or any anime? What you got planned with it as well? Because we know how much you love Duel Links, ATM. ATM living the good life. Let's go, right? Right? Hopefully you guys are all having a great night tonight. We even have a speedrun in the works here with Koros with Resident Evil 8. But let's jump into it. This is going to be good. I can tell this is going to be probably a good stream. I'm hoping it's a good stream. So let's see what we can do here with this. I'm actually like really looking forward to it. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. I mean, even this is actually a pretty solid hand because I can dictate which Burning Abyss effect I want to trigger, which is amazing. So like we gaming, we popping off, and we haven't even done anything yet. Gonna finish up my last Hard Coins quest for the day, then to finish the last few levels of Kirby before the 100%. Dude, that sounds awesome, man. I've actually kind of got back into playing Genshin Impact a little bit more besides just doing the dailies because I got the boy, or I don't know what, I got Venti. I'll just say I got Venti. Venti is actually really good, especially with the team that I want to be doing. It's so good. They combine so well with Ayaka. We're gonna MST this one. Oh, oh, that's not that good of a card to bust, but that's okay. All right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna normal summon Seer Malabranch of the Burning Abyss. For a special summon, actually. Doesn't really matter too much. Oh, cool. They have no response yet, so we should be good. It's so good. Can't wait for you to play Kirby. Yo, I can't wait to play it as well. Like, Kirby does seem like a fantastic time, but unfortunately, it's just a matter of, like, you know, having the time to play it and also the funds, too. I did pick up Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity because I had a little paycheck, and I'm like, you know what? We should probably do something with it. So I'm looking forward to it. I also did buy a phone, so I'm looking forward to getting the new phone as well. Congrats on the Venti. Yo, I appreciate it, course. I appreciate it. Like, no, it's great. Like, my team right now is currently Venti, Ayaka for the main DPS, Bennett. Oh, that is so bad. Dante is gone. Yeah, like, I would have been totally fine hitting this card, but that's okay. So I get to add up Burning Abyss from the graveyard to my hand. So Seer's already going to trigger, so we don't need to worry about that too much. We're going to grab Farfa. Thankfully, we have enemy controllers, so we can be able to stop attacks, so that shouldn't be too bad. But this is actually pretty good. And I'm also using... I alternate between Mona and Zhongli because they have really good synergy as well with it. I'm going to add Tour Guide from the Underworld. So good. Shocked you haven't picked up Age of Calamity. No, you... I mean, yeah, I'm not a huge into Musos, but, like, you know, sometimes when they're done right, and I'm down for it. Like, I still need to play through the original Hyrule Warriors, and eventually I'll jump into Age of Calamity. But I've heard they're, you know, fantastic. So they're going to go for Insight, so we can assume they're going to go for a Red Ice Fusion, possibly. That's fine. Because, like, again, like, Persona 5 Strikers, which is technically a Muso game, but, yo, Strikers is amazing. Like, even if it wasn't Persona themed, like, it would still be a fantastic game. Like, because it gives you the opportunity, in a sense, of playing it as a turn-based RPG. Because, like, when you use your Persona, everything stops. You get to collaborate and listen, and it's so good. They're playing Bullblader? I mean, I can kind of understand the reasoning for Bullblader, but I personally would rather either use AD Changer or Amazoness Swordswoman. They're actually, you know, pretty good utility in that regard. So before they try to go for attack declaration, we're actually going to shift this thing into defense mode. So 1, I don't take damage, and 2, their turn is pretty much over. Nice. Let's go. But yeah, I could get into a good Muso. Yo, Book of Moon, so good. All right. So, I mean, what we could do is we could summon Tour Guide. I mean, I technically could. There's actually several options I could do. So in Grave, they don't really have a lot of things going on. So what I could technically do, this is why Burning Abyss is also pretty disgusting too. So we can special summon Farfa. No, we're not going to Book of Moon. Book of Moon is like anti-Burning Abyss. You don't want that to happen. We're going to special summon Seer with its effect because we control no back row. We're then going to, you know, we're going to make Dante. There we go. Play Strikers at some point. Started to lose hope for the P5R. Yeah, I mean, because it's been out for more than a year. I feel like after a year, that's when you can like kind of expect like that exclusivity gone. But I feel you, man. I feel you. I wish it did come to PC because a lot of people need to play Persona. It's just really good. We're gonna banish. Yeah, these three are fine, so we can just burn for some damage. But yeah, Royal was amazing. Dab, let's go. All right, so what I was going to follow up with as well was normal summon Tour Guide. Use Tour Guide's effect to special summon Skarm or a different Burning Abyss. And then make another rank 3 and then just start going from there. At that point, though, they were top deck and they had nothing in their graveyard that could really be used. So it kind of makes sense that's where they're going to go with that. But I mean, you know, Koros, if you do get a new job, if you do get the job, though, or just a job, you know, especially with PS5s might being a little bit easier soon. You know, getting a PS5, you know, that's a great way to play Royal. I know ATM played Persona 5 on Royal. But yeah. Oh, it's Yuya Sasaki. As far as I know, no ATM, but I know Chorus is definitely, you know, putting in the work and putting in the hours. Pendulum Gazers, what do you do? Oh, it just adds you... Okay, so it just adds you... Okay, so it just adds Pendulum Zones, basically, essentially. That is true. Oh, wait, did you, Yeah, there you go, man. Again, keep me in the loops on that, dude. Keep me on the loops on that, because I am really, you know, hoping you for the best, man. And honestly, you're definitely more than qualified. And you're a good person, too, so it's a win-win. It is so much of a win-win. If that institution does hire you, it's a triple threat. Even though there's 2 pros, it's a triple threat. Wait, why are you putting Skullcrabat Joker in the Pendulum Zone? When you summon Joker, speaking of Persona 5, when you summon Joker, you get to search for a card. You could have searched for a different scale. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, I guess you're gonna go into a rank 7. That makes a little bit more sense. But I mean, what? No, you could have done this so much better. That's fine. All right, my turn. Yo, we have Fiendish Rhino Warrior. That's amazing. All right, so how do I want to do this? So we're gonna summon Fiendish Rhino Warrior. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna special summon Libic, which is awesome because it won't kill himself because of Fiendish Rhino Warrior's effect. And then we're gonna go, before we continue on to this pain, we are then going to hopefully we can hit a Farfa. If we can hit a Farfa, like, it's gonna be amazing. All right, so we're gonna go with Dante, Traveler of the Burning Abyss. And technically, it doesn't even matter if we hit a Farfa or not, because we have Fiendish Rhino Warriors sent to the graveyard effect to just like pop off. Yeah, we're gonna detach Fiendish. We're gonna mill 3. We hit. Holy crap! We hit 2 Mystical Space Typhoon and Galaxy Cyclone. This duel is basically saying, yeah, you're not getting. You're gonna lose all of your back row. All right, so yeah, what I could do is I can. Let's see. So I don't really like what we actually burned. Unfortunately, that's not that good. So I guess we can mill the We can hit the Farfa. Yeah, we're gonna use Farfa's effect in the grave. We're going to banish the Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Okay, so we still have at least Karma Cut in hand, which is nice. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. So we're gonna special summon Seared Maldrabash to the Burning Abyss, and then we're gonna we're gonna set. I'm sorry, Karma Cut. So next turn, when this actually happens, we can banish Odd Eyes or whatever they summon, and then just use Seer's discard effect to special summon maybe Farfa or Libic or something. Either way, we have plays for days, is what I'm saying. All right, so go to combat. We're gonna have Dante swing. And then we're going to swing as well with Seared Mother Branch to the Burning Abyss. And then we're just going to pass turn. And then, you know, he's going to come back too, which is fine. Yeah, so they're going to Pendulum Summon again. That's fine. They're summoning an Odd Eyes? Oh, it's just regular Odd Eyes. Interesting. All right, that's fine. We're going to let it go through. Because, I mean, this is still matching point for point, so I don't really have much to worry about. It's just when they exceed summon, that might be... Oh, okay. Wait, why are they attacking... Let's see, so... That doesn't really matter too much. Odd Eyes. Okay, so I'm kind of curious to see where this goes. It goes nowhere. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so Odd Eyes is coming through. So we're going to detach... Or, I'm sorry, not detach. We're going to use Karma Cut. We're going to banish this, just so we can keep our Seer. Seer is going to trigger. At this point, I guess we can bring back Farfa. And then next turn, I can, you know, summon Dante or any rank 3, and then detach the Farfa, banish the Odd Eyes, and then next turn we can just go for game. Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. That sounds pretty good to me. But yeah, like, honestly, I would never want to use Skullcrobat Joker for the Pendulum Zone, because its searching effect is just that good. Oh! Alright, I mean, that's fine too. That's fine too. I mean, you gotta give him kudos for going down his own way. That's fine, too. But Burning Abyss is a lot of fun. Like, and I think the majority of the stuff is now in just, like, one box. And also, like, you know, you can get some of the Phantom Knight stuff and have some more spice to it. Because, like, again, just adding a Break Sword was a pretty good call just because it gives you a little bit more utility. But, of course, you also have some spice, like Wind Up Zen Mains, 47 Nightmare Shark. Virgil, Rockstar, the Burning Abyss. There's just a lot of things you could play with this deck. So, like, the fact that Konami kind of brought everything here to play Dante and stuff like that, yeah, it made me a pretty happy boy. It made me a pretty happy boy. But, no, like, Persona 5 would be awesome on the PC. But, I mean, I'm also looking forward to Soul Hacker 2, I believe. The one that Atlas is pushing out back on, August. That's gonna be really cool. Yo, it's Taka from the Naruto franchise. All right, so what I could do is we could summon Fiendish Rhino Warrior, special summon Seer or Skarm. Yeah, I mean, there's really not much I can really do on that. So we're gonna summon Fiendish Rhino Warrior. We're gonna special summon Skarm. We'll go into Dante, put him in defense mode, mill maybe 1 or 2, and then just pass turn with somebody or putting Ballista Squad. Because, like, this is really cool too, because I can then use Crane next turn to summon Fiendish Rhino Warrior again, detach, and then just mill another card. So I can mill like Farfa, whatever I really want to, you know? So it's really good. So we're gonna detach. We'll just go with 2 because I'm not gonna be very aggressive right now. Oh, we lost our tour guide. That's a shame. Oh boy, oh boy. I mean, I suppose we could use Fiendish Rhino's Warrior's effect. We can send a Seer to Mellow Bench to the Burning Abyss to the grave. We can then use its effect. I guess we can bring back Rubik just for a little bit more fire. We can also set Ballista Squad and use Rubik as fodder if I really need to. If I want to keep Dante on board and then just pass turn. So that's fine. And if something were to happen to Dante, we have Seer that we could just search for next turn anyway. So it's fine. It's fine. So they're setting 2 cards and a monster. They're about to end their turn. We're going to use Ballista Squad. We'll get rid of that. We're going to go for the first one they set. Countergate. I mean, that's not too bad. That's not too much of a hit, bad of a hit, but it is what it is. We do have access to Dante's mill effects. We're going to mill Skarm. And then mill 3. Oh my god, we hit another Skarm. That's awful. DNA Surgery. Interesting. They must be playing, what is it? They must be playing, Buster Blader at this point, which is fine. So, okay, we're going to win. How about we just win the game? Let's just do that. So we're going to summon Crane. We're going to choose our Fiendish Rhino Warrior. We're going to summon him again. We're going to go for Dante number 2. And then we're gonna, you know, we're gonna do the thing. Like, this is all the deck does, and I absolutely love it. This dude is great. Yo, Mizuno, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Dante from the Devil May Cry series in Duel Links. I wish ATM, but it's actually Dante. Like, from Dante and the Divine Comedy. Like, you know that one thing that Devil May Cry is loosely inspired as well? That's so good. So we're going to mill Farfa with Fiendish Rhino's effect. We're going to use Farfa's ability. We're going to banish his face-down monster, leaving him wide open for a direct attack. Hey, Peter, we're going to go for a direct attack right now. I'm also kind of concerned he might have, like, you know, something like a Karibo. So we're just going to also go for the Seer as well. And that's how you do it. That's how you do it. I want to check their deck out, though, because I want to assume that they are playing Buster Blader just because of the DNA surgery. But I hope you're doing well, Mizuno. Welcome to the stream. And we're getting so much free gems. Konami is upset with it for sure. Definitely upsetty spaghetti. All right, so what were you playing? Yeah, they were playing not Burning Abyss, but Buster Blader. Haven't seen this card yet. Buster Whelp with a foil, that's pretty nice. I mean, shoutouts to them even playing Dark Paladin. I don't get the Harpie inclusion, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a generic tuner. They're playing one tuner. Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. Like if you have Harpie on the gray field and you chain, like, you know, DNA surgery. I mean, sure. I can see that, but, you know, it's not going to be that consistent. But interesting. I mean, I can kind of see where they're going with that. I don't know. I mean, as long as we keep this track going on, we might be able to get back to gold in no time. Oh, we're going... I don't know, like, in Duel Links, and even just in Yu-Gi-Oh! As well, I prefer going second the majority of the time. But this is still fine. Not that good, unfortunately. I mean, I could set 3 and then just pass turn. Because best case scenario, they actually, you know, do something and get rid of this, but with them playing tunes, I don't see that really likely happening. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, they're playing Red Eye's Insight. Interesting. I mean, they have Red Eye's Toon Dragon, so it kind of makes sense. Okay, so using Red Eye's Spear to revive your Red Eye's Toon Dragon. Interesting. Yo, DeBolt the Bear, dude. It's great to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. How's it going, DeBolt? Give a quick shout out for DeBolt the Bear. Also part of the Ascension Content Organization crew. Definitely go check them out. Really cool. Like, they also have phenomenal anime taste. And, like, I was actually checking out, like, their TikTok. There's a bunch of Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm content. And I'm like, yay, let's go. It's so good. All right, so we already know they have Red Eye Spirit face down, which is, you know, fine. It's fine. So we're going to summon Farfa. We're going to summon Farfa, hope for the best. See if it resolves. Let's see. I guess Nightbot's not working. I've noticed other streamers were having issues with shoutouts too. But yeah, definitely go check out twitch.tv/ you know, DeBolt_the_bear. Definitely go check them out. Okay, cool. So my summon is good. That's good. That makes me feel happy. All right, so I mean, with all the background they do have, I'm not really feeling it, Mr. Krabs. But I mean, technically we could go with Alucard, force the activation of one of their back rows, and then detach Fiendish, use Fiendish's effect to be able to add Scarm, and then during our follow-up turn on their turn, we can discard Scarm with Karma Cut. All right, I like that. One of the things I love about this deck, too, is that, like, it kind of makes you think ahead of what you're going to be doing, because I can grab cards during the end of my turn that I can get more value during their turn. Didn't get to watch Spy X Family earlier, so I decided to binge it now. Dude, I mean, it's still really good. How are you liking it so far? My wife and I just ended up watching episode 3, and it's great. It's good. It's very good. So that was Spirit. Interesting. It is adorable. It is adorable. Like, they're all, like, all 3 of the main characters so far are great. Lloyd is, like, you know, amazing. They're so good. They're so good. All right, so Karma Cut's not going to be activating just yet because I want to play, you know, some pretty sneaky stuff. So we do have Alucard with the Farfa anyway, so we're kind of good on that. Yo, Silence Code, welcome. It's great to see you. Hope you're doing well. How is Burning Abyss? The fact that we now have Tour Guide of the Underworld makes me so happy. Good to see you, Silence. Hope you're doing well. Also, again, if you're into really awesome Yu-Gi-Oh content, definitely go check out Silence Code as well. I'll try to give him a shout in a second, but Nightbot is being really sussy. Let's see. So we have Scarm activating next turn or during our end phase. We could search out something. I don't want to use Karma Cut just yet because it's not going to be able to give us as much value. All right, we're going to go to the battle phase. We are going to have... No, I'm just kidding. We're going to pass turn. Yeah, activate Scarm of the Grave. Yeah, we're going to go with that. So, Graveyard, we have Scarm, which we could recycle if we really wanted to. But we can also grab... no, we can do that. That's fine. I will actually grab Seer, so I could probably set up next turn for a Tour Guide in the Underworld play. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I appreciate for asking. I'm doing pretty good. Just really excited for Duel Links, but also, of course, like, you know, Master Duel in general. Like, it's just been a good time for, you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh platforms and stuff like that, you know? So the target is Karma Cut. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen there. We're going to discard this. We're going to banish Red Ice Toon Dragon. I don't like to activate this right now. I'd rather use it during the battle phase, but it is what it is. Yeah, Nightbot has actually been pretty sus lately. I don't know why. I don't know why. All right, we're going to summon Saruman the Grave, or from defense mode. Going to kill it instantly due to Ghost or Gallia card, but that's fine. Because we get that search. That's all that matters. We get that search. But yeah, no, seriously. Spy X family is just like really, really good. We have one more back row on the graveyard, or in the back row, so we can't really utilize, like, you know, any Burning of the special effects. So we're going to go with Tour Guide. All right, Heart of the Cards. Give me MST, please. I mean, you know, Bar, that's... what a stud. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so I suppose what I could do... We don't need to use Tour Guide right now, because we already have quite a bit of ammo on the grave for Crane. So we're going to do that. So first, we're going to use Alucard's effect. Yeah, we have to get rid of the Far, so it's fine. Get rid of this one. We got over... They had a second copy of Red Ice Spirit, and I didn't even know it? Dang. That's some... like, huge IQ plays there, my guy. We're going to summon Crane. Use Crane's effect. I mean, I can always summon Seer. I don't really need to send anything to the graveyard with Fiendish Rhino Warrior anyway. So that's fine. Crane's going to negate Seer's effect, which is amazing. So I can actually, you know, use it for an exceed material. I could just keep restricting them of value if I really wanted to by just popping their stuff. Nah, I'm not going to be that mean. We're not going to be that mean tonight. Not tonight, anyway. Maybe a different day will be meaner. Tamagotchi game. Ooh, I haven't heard of that one, dude. How are you liking it so far? Because I believe, isn't Spy X Family also, like, on their 4th episode as well? Oh, that's a rough meal right there. We're going to summon again Scarm Malabranch of the Burning Abyss off of Seer's ability, which is great. It's going to pop itself, and I could search out another Burning Abyss. We're good. They have nothing, but then we're good to just go for the game. So, Alucard swing. They have something, I think. They're just saving it for Dante. Enemy controller? That's not... I mean, that's fine, actually. That's fine. Dante's going to go to the defense anyway, so I don't even care too much. That's fine. Not that mean tonight. Seriously, no. Sometimes you gotta be nice. Sometimes you gotta be nice. Like, you know, sometimes, you know, somebody will summon, like, an Egyptian god card, and then I'll summon a creature. I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna yeet your god card, and then just, you know, smack you in the face with it for 10,400 attack. Sometimes I like to do those spicy plays. No, that's fine. I have, like, no time to react anyway to it. I think you'd like it. You'll let me know what you think. I'll have to see what it is about. I'll have to definitely check out, like, the synopsis and get back with you on that one, guy. Psychic Ace, what do you do? Target one card of the field and destroy it. Well, I might as well activate that card before you destroy it now, don't I? So we're going to play Floodgate Trap Hole, shutting down the Toon Dark Magician Girl so you can't attack us directly. And I think it kind of puts them in a position where it's my game now at this point. Yes, it is. It's my game there, Mr. Yugi Boy. We're going to put Dante into attack mode. We got 30 seconds on the clock. Ditch the Crane, get the Farf in the grave. Ailich, no, we don't need to use Ailich. Fiendish Rhino Warrior, we could use that, though. Banish the Farfar, or sorry, send the Farfar to grave. They go to scoop phase. We secure that W. Let's go. I usually give them a few episodes. Yeah, exactly. Like, because some episode, like some animes, it takes a little bit to like get you like, you know, hooked into it, and then you just have to like, you know, get the commitment. Like, one of my favorite animes of all time being Reborn. Like, I didn't really get super hooked into it until like maybe like the 12th episode. So sometimes you just have to commit to it, and when you do, it pays off lovely. But yeah, like I think Spy X Family kind of like got me hooked after episode 2. I don't know to say why, but there's like a few things in the episode just like got me sold onto it. I'm like, all right, let's watch this. It's great. Sisu Boyle versus Yami Yugi. I don't want to go first. Reborn is so good. And also, I'm actually so happy that people know what Reborn is. I love it so freaking much. I'm also so happy, like, there's actually been some rumors, very pog rumors, that Reborn might actually get a reboot, or like, you know, they might animate the last part of it. Because like, there's been people like, you know, saying like, hey, there's a lot of things going on with retro anime. Like, think of it this way, Bleach is coming back, Shaman King came back, and some other things are coming back. So people are thinking that Reborn potentially might come back. Which I would be so happy, because there's actually more in the manga that we never got to see animated beautifully. Just started Fooly Cooly today. Yo, what do you think of it so far, ATM? I know it's definitely a very, very wonky anime at first, but it does have some charm for sure. Oh, I kind of screwed that up, but that's fine. Yes, the final arc. Seriously, like, I didn't even know there was actually more things going on until, like, I started going through the Wikipedia. Like, it's insane. And, like, I actually saw some of the, like, the manga panels for, like, the final fights and stuff like that. Oh my, like, that would just be... It would just be like chef's kiss. Like, you just, even Gordon Ramsay would be like, yo, this is premium quality anime. It'd be great. Stoked for Bleach. It looks really good. Bleach looks really good for the 1000-Year Blood War arc. Though I really do hope they kind of fix it, because the anime, not the anime, the manga kind of had a really, it wasn't the best ending, I'll just be honest with that. You're activating a skill. Send one face up. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. It's basically a transmodify. That's actually pretty interesting. But better. And all I have is an MST. That's not that good. She's some... Whoa. Oh, that's not good. This isn't even a hard once per turn. Yo, we're... I mean, we're not screwed because we have Seer, but, like, this is going to be painful. How many episodes of Bleach are there? I think there's, like, 300 something. Yeah, like, I think it's, like, 374. Yo, Mr. Shulky. Yo, it definitely been MIA, but yo, welcome. It's great to see you, man. Hope you were... How are you doing, Mr. Shulky? It's been quite some time. I want to see this animation because it looks amazing. And also, since Mr. Shulky is here, definitely go check them out. Nightbot's not going to agree with it, but definitely go check them out. Bloom, the Devia Modulus Choir. Oh, that's not good. Melodious are popping off? Jeez, that's insane. Yeah, that's actually popping off. Oh, wait, don't we take the damage on that? We don't? Okay, so Dante's gonna trigger, then we're gonna also have Seer trigger as well. Target, we're gonna target Skarm. We're gonna use Seer's effect. Yep, we are definitely gonna use Seer's effect so I can live. And then we're gonna choose Dante, summon it back in defense mode. Like, there's kind of like a little bit of like a Dante and Seer loop where you use Dante's effect to grab Seer back from graveyard to hand, and then you use Seer to resurrect your Dante. Like, there's kind of like a little bit of a loop, which is nice. So we don't die. Oh. That's actually pretty good. Okay, so this is kind of like a problem child card. But so is Mozarta. So how does one deal to Mozarta? So I can attack over Opera. This I wouldn't dare want to touch with a 5.5 a pull. This is gonna be weird. So I could special summon this. I don't have any whatever materials on Dante, so I can summon this, special that, make something. This is gonna be weird AF, but I need to do it kind of open up my board, otherwise I'm gonna lose. So we're gonna use MST to destroy my MST, but in response to my MST targeting my MST, I'm going to destroy my own MST. Nothing wrong with that at all. which is kind of good because it clears up my board now. We're going to then normal summon Scar. We're going to special summon Farfa. I kind of fucked that up, but that's okay. Meant to do that the other way around so I can banish with Farfa, but it's fine. Let's see. So I could make... let's see. So... Yeah, we kind of messed that up. We messed it up badly. Because I meant to special summon Scarm and then normal summon Farfa, but it is what it is. Because I could have banished, like, you know, Melodious or whatever and just go from there and negates each other. Of course, MST always negates, right? MST always negates. If anybody tells you otherwise, just yell really loud until it negates it. It's how it works. Yeah, we kind of screwed that up on my end, so that's fine. So we're going to detach Scarm. That's not that good. That's actually kind of bad. Let's see, you can have a show by bell. The special stuff. Okay, no, that's actually really bad. Yeah, we kind of messed it up really bad. Oh yeah, I forgot they have an Honest. I forgot this deck has an Honest. Well, not really like a reverse Honest. Honestly, that was pretty rough. All right, that's my fault. Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah. We're just gonna lose anyway, that's fine. You know, Dante go to the graveyard, and we're gonna go with the pro play. We're gonna have Dante grab Dante. You know, Dante grabbing the other Dante because Dantes help each other out. Now, we kind of screwed that up, unfortunately. Because, like, initially what I was going to go for was try to do as much damage as I possibly can, have my Dantes go into defense mode, and then use Scar to be able to grab something else. But the problem is I special summoned Farfa, not Scarm, and that was kind of the error of my ways. So we're going to grab Tour Guide because she is now in Duel Links and just passed her with a smile on my face. Beef for ramen chicken? Dude, chicken. 100%. I don't know why, ATM, but, like, anytime I have, like, the beef-flavored ramen, dude, it tastes like nothing. It just doesn't taste like anything. With the chicken one, though, there is some flavor. There's also some regrets, but there is chicken flavor. GG. I don't know, like, maybe it's just, like, the ones that I would get, like, it just didn't have that much flavor. And that's kind of, like, what got me. But then again, like, when I make the ramen, like, I'll actually put in actual chicken too. You know, feel the same about the creamy chicken not tasting like anything, but beef and ramen chicken are normally solid. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I don't know, for me, maybe I just got just a bad batch, but it just did not taste that good. I've actually been kind of meaning at trying out the shrimp flavor because I like seafood. Like, can anybody vouch, is the shrimp flavored ramen good, or should I just kind of like stay away from it out of curiosity? Yo, Sora? Yo, let's go. Like, if we could see some fluffles, like, that'd be pretty good. How do you normally cook your ramen? You see, I boil it. I boil the little noodles, and then afterwards, I, you know, put the packet in there, and then I kind of, you know, go to town. But honestly, like, if I don't do that, I'll just, like, you know, put, like, if it's, like, in a cup, like, I'll just put in boiling water, and then let it do its magic, and it's pretty good. Organic shrimp flavor is good. Yo, welcome to the stream. It's great to have you here. Welcome to the channel. Hope you are doing well. Shrimp flavor is good. Yo, since we have a lot of people, you know, vouching that shrimp is life, shrimp is good, I might have to give it a shot. I mean, I can kind of go for a lot of different plays here, which is nice. Yeah, we're gonna go with the deck thinning mechanic and also just, like, you know, setting up for next turn as well. Hope you're having a great day, Korigani. So we're gonna summon Tour Guide. Use Tour Guide's effect to special summon the Fiendish Rhino Warrior guy. Dante in defense mode, because, you know, attack mode first turn Dante is not that good. I saw Tour Guide, I clicked simple. Yo, I love it. You know, with Tour Guide and Burning Abyss, it's just a match made in heaven. I love it so much. Fiendish Rhino Warrior sent 2 Seer Malebranche to the Burning Abyss. Oh, that is so dumb. That is so dumb. Because they don't trigger, because there's no targets, but that's fine. But no, Tour Guide is great. So hear me out. The chili ramen is actually dope for a bit of spice. Honestly, spicy ramen is pretty good. Like, I'm a man who cannot take spice at all, but I found myself really digging the spicy flavored ramen. Like, no, it's good. It's good. I might as well go for Farfa. Even though we already have a copy in our hand, we're good. Any Phantom Knights using Tour Guide? I mean, I'd imagine soon they should be, because, again, Tour Guide, you know, PK Fire was definitely a thing in the TCG for a while. If you want to be more flavorful, put noodles and the flavor at the same time. right when the water boils. Honestly, that's not a bad idea, dude. I might have to give it a shot. The thing is, though, ATM, I don't make ramen too much because I don't feel satiated. Like, cause if I make ramen, like, it feels like I haven't really eaten anything. So that's why I like adding like actual chicken to kind of like make it feel like I'm eating a meal. But that's just me personally. Fluffles Bears affects me to grab toy vendor. Okay, so it doesn't really have any other application. You can discard one card, draw one card, then show if it's a Fluffle, you can special summon it. Not too bad. Then otherwise discard the card you drew. The card is sent to the graveyard. Yeah, so the fact that like it just give you a little draw engine, and also like searching out for an ancient sabers or Fluffles, pretty good. Ramen tastes like eating air. I don't know why. I mean, sometimes it just doesn't work out well for some people. I totally get that. So Edging Chains effect is going to activate. Let's see. So if this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard. What do they? Oh, they have one of the graveyard. Okay, so they can add a Frifer. Okay, so that's fine. They can go with a Frifer. I'm assuming they might try to go for like a fusion, so we might hold off our floodgate for that to actually happen. But yeah, like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, to me, it's just ramen. Like, maybe if I go to like an authentic ramen place where they actually like make a broth and stuff like that, you know, we could be gaming. We could be gaming. But like, you know, the instant ramen, you know, it tastes good. You definitely give it that, but it's not satiating enough. Oh, they're going with Fluffle Cat, which is kind of bad for us because they can just simply grab back the polymerization, which I don't really like. You're putting up, oh wait, why didn't it let me target that with that? That's weird. Oh, okay, so now we're gonna be able to have the activation. So yeah, we're gonna try to go for the Floodgate Trapple against the Fright for Daredevil. Because like the problem with Daredevils, I don't really have a way of getting over it too consistently in Burning Abyss, unless I opt to using Farfa, or if I shut it face down with Floodgate, Book of Moon, and then just use something like check out your card. Your Code Vein TikTok got me in the mood to play, so I'm bringing that on PC. Anime Souls is always... Yo, it really is. Like, honestly, I'm actually really enjoying the time with Anime Souls, Code Vein. The fact that, like, it's, you know, Souls play through, like, you know, game style, but it also has, like, a story you can follow along is always good. And also the characters are pretty endearing as well. When this card features, you can target one fight from a special summon it. Jeez. All right. And this was featured something using 3 or more. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. That is not good. Thankfully, we still have Dante along with... Yeah, nothing else. I mean, I can use Farfa to banish one of them. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. The egg inside the ramen I had in the West Virginia last night was the best single bite of food I can recall my entire life. Yeah, that's amazing. That is amazing. I'm actually like kind of happy to hear they had like an authentic place for you to be able to get that experience, ATM. We are gonna grab Scarm because I'm gonna probably use Scarm to like special summon as opposed to like just doing anything else. CKP gonna do nothing to the integrity of the deck. Are you talking about in the TCG or in the what is it? Are you talking about a Master Duelist or the TCG? This is actually disgusting. Okay. Duel Links. I mean, were they actually that much of a problem? I don't really play competitively, so I wouldn't really know if they're like high tier on the I think they're tier 1, right? So I mean, what I could do is we can special summon Scarm. This is why I love playing enemy controller in Burning Abyss, by the way. 2 cards just to yank one of theirs. Really good. Alright, so... Let's see, target monster controls, changes battle position. So we're going to tribute. So tribute Scarm. This thing cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects. This one can. Wait, you can inflict 250 to your for each in your graveyard. Okay, so we got to take Fright for Daredevil. Otherwise, if that thing hits the grave, I'm pretty sure we're gonna die. Do I have? Unfortunately, we don't have a Farfa to banish this thing, so that's kind of an issue. They also access to the semi-limited, none limiting, but no treacherous trap hole or cosmic. Interesting. I mean, honestly, sometimes with the ban list with Konami, it's just hard to kind of like determine what they're gonna do, because sometimes like they address issues and sometimes they just don't. You know, and that's like the problem, unfortunately. Let's see. I mean, I could that doesn't. The thing is, I don't think I actually have access to something that banishes it, unfortunately. I only have Daredevil for 1 turn. Let's see. And I don't know if I actually have 3 or 2 Harpies of far from the deck, unfortunately. And we're also running out of time, so we got to make some moves here, boys. All right, so we're going to use Dante's Effect. We're going to mill 3 just to YOLO and then just go from there. Yeah, we're going to hit this. 3. Phoenix Rhino. Yes, we're going to hit Phoenix Rhino. Yo! Wait a minute. Libic. Yes, we can do Libic's Effect to be able to... Well, actually, that's not going to work because it's negated. Oh, that sucks. So let's say if we can actually do that, that'd be great, but it negates the effect. Yeah, that doesn't work too much. We're gonna use Aelich's effect to negate the attack. Go to battle. Swing. We lost anyway, it doesn't matter. Go. Enter. No. Why? Why couldn't we end our turn just like a millisecond fast enough? Whatever. I totally could have had that game. I totally could have had that game if I didn't take that additional time to do it. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we do only play 2 Farfas, but normally we don't have both Farfas in hand, so it is what it is. Let's see. So I'm still actually. Let's take out 1 Crane actually, because I feel like with the additional of Tour Guy, we don't need to have 3 copies of Crane. So yeah, let's just ditch 1 copy of Crane because we're playing a 29 card deck. It's pretty big anyway. These are all fine for the most part. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right, we'll try this again. Because like so far, Burning Abyss has been performing pretty well, but unfortunately, just some matchups have been kind of like sus. But nah, Code Vein is a lot of fun. I just got to like the Cathedral. And I'm really looking forward to see like what else the game has too. I also might even check out some of the DLC. Until I start playing Elden Ring, which I think for the first stream for Elden Ring, or for my first jump into Elden Ring, I actually might live stream it so people can see my unfiltered raw reaction to Elden Ring after playing Souls-born games like Bloodborne, Code Vein, and Dark Souls 3, so I can show them like hey, I might actually be able to know what I'm doing. Yo, Queen Sugar Buns, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Unfortunately, my Nutbot is not working either, but yo, gotta give a shout out to Queen Sugar Buns, along with the Bolt the Bear. Hope you're having a good night tonight, and I also hope that your Kingdom Hearts stream is going well too. Ooh, this is pretty good. I like this. And we're also going second, which is my preferred time frame to go. My main issue with the Soul franchise in general, especially with Elden Ring, is how scattered and cryptic the story is. It wants you to explore for 10 hours, and you have no idea what's going on. I mean, that's just part of the experience, my bro. That is just the experience. So I could... yeah, I guess we can normal summon Tour Guide, use Tour Guide to, yeah, all the things. All the things and everything. Yeah. My one really vital, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, of course, no worries. I kind of wish I was able to stay longer, but unfortunately I kind of had to go and do some, things. But, I mean, seeing that you're playing, the Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5 package with Kingdom Hearts 2, yo, so good. I love Kingdom Hearts. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time. Yo, we actually hit a Burning Abyss. Let's go. This is good. It's not enough for... yeah, no, it's enough for lethal. We're good. Special Summon Skarm. We're going to activate Farfar's ability to Special Summon Farfar. Farfa, I should say. I'm sorry. We are then going to go for... yeah, sure, why not? We'll go with Double Dante. Double Dante is always a fun turn one play. Code Vein is a lot of fun. Feels a lot more contained, a bit more challenging and whatnot, but it happens. For good for me as well. Made the feel alive. Yeah, exactly. And honestly, ATM, I feel like you might enjoy Code Vein a little bit more anyway, because the story is much more like laid out for you. But yeah, you're right. Honestly, dude, when I was playing Dark Souls 3, I barely knew what was going on at all. And when I was playing Bloodborne, I had an idea of what was going on, right? But like, Code Vein, you kind of know what's going on from the get-go. Because you have the power of anime and friendship on your side, dude. Like, one of the characters you can kind of like alliance with and partner up to be able to take on the world. Like, he even had a whole monologue of friendship going. I'm like, yo, this is anime at its finest. But yeah, like, look, so far we've been doing pretty good. But yeah, like, and also, again, I mentioned it before to you, ATM, but Code Vein has probably the most extensive character creator thing I've seen in a game in a very long time. It's quite refreshing, actually. It's all I could ask for in life. I mean, that's very humble. If I could ask for something like, yo, can I just not have to worry about money, finances, and taxes? Like, when I can get to that point, I'll be pretty content. Yo, it's really good. They're playing Fortune Ladies? I haven't seen this deck in almost 2 years. Special Summon 1, you can... Okay, so it's basically a pretty good card, actually. Played all Elden Ring, not knowing anything about the story. I played Strength and Smack stuff. Yo, that's the way that I want to go. I like the Strength builds because it's just so much fun, right? Alright, we're going to summon Tour Guide from the Underworld. Use Tour Guide's effect. Unfortunately, we did get too lucky and did not draw into a single copy of, like, MST, but it is what it is. When I played my copy of Dark Souls 3, I pretty much did that exact same thing. I made the Strength build and just tried to win. But I used the default Longsword you get at the start of the game. It just took that to carry me the entire way. We're going to detach this. Hopefully we hit a Burning Abyss in the Grave as part of cost. Yo, we did. Let's go. We actually hit quite a few, actually, which is nice. We hit A-Lich, actually, which is good because we can use that with, yeah, with one of them. So we're going to use A-Lich's effect. We're going to negate your effect. Yeah, we're going to do that. The more invested in Elden Ring you become, the more you want to learn about the world. And the more you want to, exactly what you mean, you know. Yeah, like, just starting off the interest in knowing what the story is, that's kind of like the thing. For me, I kind of just treat it as like, okay, this is going to be a game where I'm going to be more invested in the combat and the experience rather than the story. But, I mean, honestly, they pay off in dividends for sure. Oh! Yo, these are actually going through? Yo, let's go. That's amazing. Oh, we're going to end turn. Dante's going to go defense mode, and Aegis will be used for the tribute fodder. I'm doing a new game plus and using the cheese weapons for now. Hey, sometimes you got to do that. Like, because, like, once you play through it normally, then you can kind of, like, just open up for the cheese plays. I love it. We're going to use Ballista Squad. We're going to tribute off, yeah, A-Lich, and we're going to pop the one they just sent. I don't know what this does. Inherited Fortune. Oh, wow, that's actually pretty decent. What am I doing? Oh, I have to negate its effect. Oh, that's not a big deal. That is not a big deal. Yo, Rubik. Not a bad card. He's actually our only tuner in the deck, which is fine, because it just works out that way. Yeah, we're going to go into his effect. Yeah, we're going to detach Tour Guy. We're going to mill the 3 cards. Yo, we hit I See a Seer and a Farfa. We're not going to use Farfa. We're going to go with Seer, though. Big JRPG fan. Seriously, ATM, seriously. But honestly, dude, I think you'll enjoy Code Vein. Like, it has, you know, the Souls treatment for you, but it also has a lot of, like, you know, fun things as well to it. Yeah, like, there's a lot of differences. Like, I can see why people, like, you know, both compare and don't compare to Souls games, because they're very similar, but there's also quite a differences as well. Doing a new game plus a Persona 5 Royal. There you go, dude. Persona 5 Royal was so good. I actually, my roommate Dustin actually has been having his friend over playing Persona 5, and I kind of been chilling and watching them play it together, and I'm like, you know what, this makes me want to play it again. Though I might want to do something fun, like a Joker-only run, or like a playthrough, where my, like, you know, my teammates are doing their own, like, you know, moves and stuff like that, kind of like how Persona 3 handled it. But it's so good. Persona 5 Royal is an amazing game. Like, definitely, for me, it's like a 9.5 out of 10. Like, it's pretty damn good. Yo, they gave me a nice. They're a good sport. I like that. Let's go. You gotta go back and get that trophy. I plan on it, ATM. I plan on going through in Persona. I plan on platinum Persona 5 Royal at some point. But the thing is, I'm always gonna be coming back to that game, so I'm not in any real rush. You know, I'm not in any real rush. Like, I actually love the game so much. I even picked up the Collector's Platinum Edition, whatever, where you get, like, that sick Joker mask and everything else in between. So good. Exactly. I 100% agree with that statement, Devolt the Bear. Like, adding the bullets replenishing on after every fight, and also, like, the hook shot. Like, yo, please. It's so good. It was so good. Photon Orbital. You can target one, okay, so they can do that. They're doing things. Okay, so they're doing things. Okay, so he's doing things. He's doing things. Like, I know their main gimmick is basically summon as many galaxy photons and then use photon destruction as much time as they can. Which is good because we actually have 2 banishing back row cards, which makes me happy. Thankfully, I actually do have this. It really was, I agree. Like, I wanted to play Persona 5 immediately after I finished playing Persona 5 the first time. And when they announced Royal, like, right afterwards, I'm like, okay, I can wait a few months and just, you know, get the Royal Edition. And even the fact when they said that we could not carry our save file from Persona 5 to Persona 5 Royal, I was like, yo, that's totally fine. Totally fine. Alright, so I have karma cuts. We have cards for days, which is good. Unfortunately, though, I have to do this. Otherwise, we're going to be in a problem. Because they have Photon Stream of Destruction. At least one. So if I try playing anything, they can just banish my stuff. And that's not cool. So we're going to get rid of both of them, actually. Oh yeah, Persona 5 Strikers was actually really good too. I enjoyed it a lot as well. Honestly, the soundtrack was amazing, DeBolt. The song Counter-Strike was like on my, you know, listening, like I was listening to that constantly. It's just such a good song. What can I go for? I can go for Skarm. I can attack over that. Yeah, we can do that. That's fine. Because like we have the majority of all the Burning Abyss cards, which is amazing. But the only thing that we don't really have in this game is Graph. But adding Graph to this game would be kind of busted for Burning Abyss. So we're going to go with Dante Traveler of the Burning Abyss. I'm waiting for a response. Okay. Yo, Dante was just too much for Duel Links to handle. I mean, you know, his artwork does look pretty cool. There's like some spooky ghost guys in the background, but, you know, Dante's pretty cool. Good job, Dante. Gems for days, I'll take them. We can do that later. We'll do some of the event stuff later, probably off stream. Let's see. So we went from 40 to 150 gems in about 50 minutes. Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I'll take it. Bust open some packs and hopefully get some more. Because like the newest booster box that just dropped has like a lot of support I want to play. Like there's some Fluffle support. There's also Ancient Gears. And I'm also pretty hyped for the new ability that Crowler has, which is nice. I think we're playing against a Blue Eyes player. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh yeah, DeBolt, I'm not sure if you're a part of it, but dude, I actually do my own Discord server if you want to join into it. We have a lot of discussions on anime, games, and just everything in general. Definitely go check it out if you want to join a part of the community. Oh yeah, I mean, Miles has 2 cards in the extra deck. Interesting. They have a back row. Interesting. Okay. Can I have MST or Galaxy Cyclone? Yeah, Phoenix Rhino is fine actually too. So we can special bar. I'll make my own MST at this point. How does that sound? We'll make our own MST. We're gonna do this. Just joined. Yo, welcome, dude. Glad to have you a part of it. Everything going well? Everything going okay, Mizuno? We're gonna summon Ghost Trick Alucard. We're gonna use Alucard's effect to try to just pop the back row they have. We're going to detach Barbar because Barbar is kind of pointless right now. Let's see what they have. Monster Rebone. If an opponent special summon a monster this turn, activate by target one monster opponent's graveyard. Special summon to your side of the field of defense mode. It doesn't do anything for them. Okay, I mean, Monster Rebone is kind of interesting, but since they have a face down card, it kind of kills anything it summons from my deck anyway, so it's fine. We're going to then... Yeah, we're going to summon Crane. I just want to stay home tomorrow. I feel that. I feel that. Like, especially after, like, you know, going through a weekend these days, like, when it comes back to Monday, I have to go back to work. Yeah, I can relate to that. Sometimes I just don't want to go. I get that. Yo, Raptor, dude, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. How's it going, man? All right, next we're going to go to Dante's effect. We're going to detach Crane, so we might be able to actually use Barbar's effect the following turn. We hit a Seer. That's kind of cool. Unfortunately, I don't have any targets because I decided to attach, you know, Crank Crib. That's fine. That's fine. Go to combat. Hopefully it's not a White Stone of the Ancients. Yo, DD Warrior? Huh. Alright, did not expect this Chad to come on him up, but yo, this is actually a pretty decent card, honestly. Did not see that coming. You know, it banished my Alia card, so it did something. Did something. So they have 3 cards in hands, and I still don't really know what they're playing. So that's pretty interesting. I'll definitely check out this player's deck also as well, just to be able to see what they're kind of doing. Let's see what they got. What do they got? What do they got? Gonna lurk now. Hope you kick some butt. Yo, I appreciate it, Bull. Thank you again also for joining the Discord and also just chatting, dude. Definitely appreciate that. Have a great rest of your night, my dude, and I hope you'll be able to catch you in your next stream, dude. And again, if you do play Codebane, let me know how it goes. Such a fun game. So they're summoning Swift. Oh, interesting. Beatdown. Oh, no. I mean, actually, it does get over Dante, so that's not fun. We do have Barbar, which is kind of cool, but I don't want to, like, really use Barbar right now. I'd rather just grab Seer Melobench of the Burning Abyss anyway. Barbar, no, he's fine. Unfortunately, Barbar was kind of nerfed in Duel Links to only burn for 150 for each card. It used to be 300, but, you know, they kind of had to cut it in half due to Duel Links just being the nature that it is, which I get, but I'm not happy about it. We're going to special summon this one. Yeah, this is fine. Math is going off my head right now. This is fine too. Yo, Trickster! It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. How's it going? How is it going? 06 Trickster. It's been a while. I see that VIP badge. How are you doing tonight? It doesn't matter which one we go for the overlay because I can just simply, you know, detach that to the following turn and still get the effect. So I got my save data for 6 years on the Wii U. That's impressive. That is some dedication and also some history, and I love to hear that. Nice, nice. Just been doing the Fluffle stuff. Yo, I'm glad to hear it. How is the Fluffle stuff treating you? How is it? Did you already get it complete, or are you still just like testing the list you put in the Discord? All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look and see what they're actually cooking with here. Currently farming for the gems to get the Fright for Fusion. Fair enough. Fair enough. I pretty much got everything that Sora can drop at 3, which is awesome. I already got Sora, I think, level up like to like 25 or 30, so I already have all the bears I need, if any. Yeah, but I'm also kind of like in the gem farming move, so I totally understand that. This is just awesome. I love it. Soul release? Yo, head judging, let's go. So good. I love it. It's been really good, even without the Fright for Fusion. It was 8-2 in Clan Wars today, dude. That's impressive. Congratulations. And honestly, that's actually like really cool. Like one of the strongest things I think that Fluffles has, just like the amount of damage they can output, the additional attacks like with Fluffle Wolf, but also like again the recursion value of like, you know, using like, you know, some of the fusion materials is really solid. It's really solid. But I'm going to be able to drop into it. It's been quite some time since we've seen you drop into the streams. Oh, we're going first. I don't like that. I mean, I can normal summon Scar, and we can search out for Tour Guide the next turn, which is nice. So we're gonna do that. So we'll do that. Yeah, detach. There we go. Just coming back to the game for Sora. I mean, Sora's. I feel like Sora's like a fan favorite character just because of like the deck and stuff like that they play. Are you still mainly just playing Master Duel these days, or is like Duel Links kind of like on the side every now and then? So we're gonna be able to get a search off, which is nice. I don't really see us need to special summon any turn next turn, so we'll set up for a pretty decent backboard and then just grab our Tour Guide as well. Because Tour Guide is just stupid in this deck. It's so stupid. Yo, you've been playing Elden Ring? That explains everything. I'm about to be jumping into Elden Ring very soon because I got my copy for my PS5. But yo, how do you like it so far? How do you like it so far? They're playing Magician Girl. Interesting. Once per turn, this card is targeted. Gets once per turn, this card is targeted. I'd rather just not really deal with that. They have to activate the effect. Yeah, so we might as well just go with the Book of Moon right now. Because, you know, this might be a little bit better for something else. Especially if they like multi-summon or something like that. Oh, even better. Unless they have any hand traps, we kind of have game right now at this point too. So, if anything, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do Dante first, and then we'll do Tour Guide. So mill 3. Honestly, I think it'll probably get Game of the Year. I don't see why it wouldn't. I don't see why it wouldn't. You know. I mean, technically, because I did that, I kind of messed up because we can't use Tour Guide's effect to summon because we'll have a third card on board. But we can still just summon 2 Scarm and then just detach for Ghost Trick Alley card, detach, pop the back row, and then we're good. So we're going to do that, actually. But honestly, I feel like with the impact that Elden Ring has and continue to has, like, it'll probably get Game of the Year. Like, I haven't seen like a single complaint really on the game. The only complaint I have seen, but it's a general Souls complaint, is just like some of the scaling for the damages. Because like in any Dark Souls-like game, sometimes you can just die in 2 hits, no matter what you're doing, and it's just insane. You know, that's just like a common Souls thing. But for Elden Ring, I think it kind of like addresses a lot of problems that, like, you know, beginners didn't want to play the Souls game because of how relentless they can be. From Software's in Jim Keely's back pocket, so it makes sense. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh yeah, It Takes Two is something special. I think the fact that It Takes Two had just such a phenomenal impact was, you know, definitely rewarding for what it needed to do. Unfortunately, we have Crane, which isn't too good. So we'll special Seer. We'll normal Scarm, detach for Dante, and then just, you know, get a search. Pretty much the same thing we did last turn. Is this your first Souls-like game from Software, Trickster, or have you played some of the other ones in the past as well? Oh yeah, exactly. Like there's some, like, even, you know, like you can exploit the game too. Like I think there was like a luck exploit that a lot of people did for, what was it, Dark Souls 3 or something, but I think that got patched shortly later on. We'll just mill 2. No, I don't want to use Barber as a fuck. I don't want to. Well, I'm like 90% sure it has to resolve in the grave to actually activate, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh, I wish Duel Links and Master just had like a back out feature. Played a small bit of Bloodborne, didn't finish it though. Bloodborne was great. That was actually my first Souls-like game. Like I decided to choose that one because like it's a bit more fast-paced and more aggressive than like the Souls games. But like no, it was great. I actually had a lot of fun with it. And that's their normal summon, so we're just gonna get rid of that. They're playing a huge deck count anyway, so we kind of don't want them to do anything with that. MST, that's fine. We're gonna go with Dante to detach Seer. Mill 3 cards. Give me something good. What do we have in the grave actually? So check. We have Barbar, right? Yeah, we have Barbar and Seer popping up, but it doesn't really matter, so we don't really need to activate Seer right now. If anything, it's probably better that we don't, because we could just summon Seer, you know, its effect again. Yeah, we're gonna grab Seer. We don't need to grab like Crane or anything else like that. So set Seer in defense mode, and then I'm going to. I mean, we're gonna do basically the same thing. We're just gonna go for the Ghost Trick Alley card play with the Dante, detach, pop that, and you know, just game. We're just gonna keep gaming like that. We're gonna use Alley card's effect. We're gonna detach Crane because I don't want to kill whatever we bring back. Get rid of that. Hopefully they don't have any hand traps, and then we can just go and secure for game. But now, like, from the Souls-like franchise, and just Souls-like games in general, I played Bloodborne. I've beaten Dark Souls 3 recently as well. That was so stressful, by the way. And I am currently playing, what is it called? Code Vein right now. And I'll anticipate on playing, I also do want to start streaming potentially Elden Ring as well, so people can see like how my reactions to it is, right? Why the BA no die? It's so good. Like, are you talking about like when we summoned it? Because Crane negates the effects in the grave, so it doesn't die. It's so good. Because like if you control a monster that's not a Burning Abyss clause, like it's an effect, not a condition. So we can definitely negate that. It's so good. Oh, Blue Eyes. It's been a while since we've seen you. Ooh. You see, opening up like a hand like this, I would gladly take first place, but that's okay. I'm gonna get ready for bed. Have a great night, friend. Thank you so much for dropping in, Queen Sugar Buns. I appreciate you. Have a good night. Get some good rest, and hopefully I'll be able to catch you to your next stream. Because again, Kingdom Hearts streams were so much fun. Let's see. Yeah, we could try doing this. That's such a cute emote. I love it. Let's go. So we're gonna reveal Libic. I'm gonna try to like bait out an Alucard and then be able to try to pop their back row. And then if they do anything in response, I could just summon Tour Guide and then just like try to go from there. Because you know they don't know that we have Tour Guide. Does having a face down? Yes, it does. So like if I'm going off and you play, you know, Book of Moon, it's pretty much gonna kill my Burning Abyss. Unless their effects are negated from Libic, Crane, or whatever. But yeah, technically a face down card is not a Burning Abyss. So therefore it's gonna pop them, unfortunately. We're gonna go with Alucard right here. Again, these two are not gonna have like really any means of like activation, but I kind of just want to bait it out. So we're gonna try summoning Alucard, see if they're gonna respond to it. Because I'd imagine like we might see Karma Cut or something like that. And we don't. Let's go. So we're gonna use Alucard's effect. I'm gonna go for the first one they set down. Where they're gonna get rid of it or force the activation. Okay, so there's Regeki Break. It's a Blue Eyes. Okay, that's actually not too bad. It's better they discard a Blue Eyes versus a White Stone of Ancients, so we don't have to worry about that too much. We're going to use Tour Guide's effect. Hopefully that's the end of their discard traps. We're going to go with Skarm because we already utilized Seer Special Summoning effect. Looks like they don't have anything they can activate at spell speed 2, so we're kind of good just to start going for the clear. We're going to summon Dante, Mother Branch of the Burning Abyss. And the cool thing as well is that Floodgate has no requirement to discard or anything like that. And, you know, Ballista Squad's pretty good too. So we're going to detach Skarm. We're going to mill 3. We hit Farfa, which would have been good, different duel, but that's okay. What else? Oh, we lost Book of Moon. That sucks. All right, so go to combat and swing for 25 potentially. Countergate, that sucks. Oh. You actually got the normal summon too? Oh, it's the White Stone of the Ancients. Interesting. Oh, unfortunately, I mean, at least we know it's on the field now, which is kind of cool. If they try, like, you know, go for anything, we could just, you know, do stuff, which is cool. So Skarm's going to activate now, which is nice. I think, personally, do we have a Seer in the graveyard, actually? We do. Okay, so we don't need to go for Seer because Dante can grab Seer next turn anyway. We're going to go for Farfa. Because technically, I can even use Seer to bring back Farfa as well, and then have Farfa get destroyed, and then be able to, you know, detach and banish something too. So that's fine too. Quite a few options we actually have here. Let's see. I'm assuming based on what we're playing, this might be a discard trap. We have Tour Guide underneath. Yeah, we can do that. That's fine. So we're going to use Ballista Squad. We're going to sacrifice the Dante to destroy the back row. Yo, it was a Regeki Break. Perfect. Let's go. Metal making the big planes with BA. Kappa. What? Are we actually doing good? We can go with Libic. So what do I want to grab? No, we're going to grab... This is actually kind of hard to choose. I'll grab a Libic. We'll grab a Libic. Because, like, if we top deck into Crane, we can just use Seer. Oh, I mean, Karma Cut's actually pretty good, too. Karma Cut's actually pretty nice. We'll do that. Because, like, I like Floodgate, but I'm not too sure how I feel about it. Because, like, I like trap cards I could just instantly activate. I'm starting to think maybe taking Floodgate out or replacing with Regeki Break. Because, like, if I had Regeki Break, I could just, you know, discard, fill up my, you know, get rid of my backboard, and then start special summoning. It'd be great. But we don't have that luxury. No, Karma Cut's too strong to get rid of just on this one. Give me Crane. Alich. It's nothing. If they're going to be playing passive, I might as well try to be set up for next turn anyway. Because if I could just get 2 Burning Abyss on the field, then, you know, we're good. So we'll set this one. If they don't do anything, we'll flip it up, and then we'll start making moves. The Revealing Blue Eyes. So that means Alternative is coming out? This is actually pretty good. I actually like this art. Like, summoning animation. It's actually kind of cool. Yeah. So we're gonna Floodgate that. So, I mean, I can get rid of that with Alucard without... Oh, we don't have an Alucard. Okay, that's fine. I mean, at that point, this is going to stay face down, so I could just start... I could even summon Nightmare 47 and then just start poking for game. So that's fine, too. That's fine, too. Oh! Interesting adaptation there, my guy. But here's the thing that's going to be pretty rough. This is treated as a Blue Eyes, right? No, oh, it's a Blue Eyes card. Okay, never mind. I was about to say, if we're going to banish this thing, then it's just going to get rid of it. If they... Okay, so they have a Blue Eyes in their hand still. That's right. Okay, so they're tripping that off to special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. Libic is going to hit the graveyard, which is awesome, because then I could special summon Farfa. And if they attack Farfa, then they're just going to, you know, banish their Blue Eyes, which is fine. Unfortunately, Blue Eyes, you know, this thing is going to blow up due to this being a non-PA because Libic negates Farfa, but it's fine. Dragon Spear artwork. Oh, yeah, dude, it's always really sick. It's so good. It's so good. So they're probably banishing this to get back their alternative. Yeah. Even though they can't bring back alternative just yet, which is good for us. And also considering the fact that they banished this, it's not going to get the activation anymore, which is interesting. So that's very interesting. Yo, that's good for me. That's good for me. If I could just draw to a Burning Abyss, we're good. Of course I don't, because I'm playing the deck. Because I'm playing the deck there, Bader. Sure. We'll set Ballista Squad and pass. The thing with the matter bit, Ballista Squad is really good right now because, again, I could just simply sacrifice Farfa, destroy a card they have, and banish one of their monsters till the end of the turn. So we have, you know, moves for days. Yeah, moves for days. They're probably reading Farfa right now. Why? Why are they ending their turn? I don't understand. You playing Fiend Grieving? I tried playing Fiend Grieving. The only problem is that there were certain situations where it just didn't actually work out. And it caused some issues because, like there will be situations where I just end up milling it. Or, like, you know, they have no monsters for me to banish or whatever. So I actually just stopped playing it because it just wasn't working out. But no, like, Fiend Grieving is, like, actually a really, really good card for the deck. It's just, like, every time I was trying to play, it just did not work out. So they're discarding a card. They're discarding alternative. Okay. So that kind of makes sense they were going for that. They're probably going to try to banish Farfa. I mean, I can just Ballista Squad it. Because they're banishing Farfa. Yeah, I don't want them to banish my other copies of Farfa in the grave, so we're just going to respond with Ballista Squad, destroying Blue Eyes, which kind of gets rid of their, like, you know, threat. Yeah, we're not going to banish anything because we don't need to. We're going to swing with Skarm. I was really hoping to go for a rank 3, but this is still fine. I'll actually, I'll show you the list after this duel, Trickster. Probably a dragon, the White Stone of the Ancients. So that's kind of probably what they're playing right there. Seer's good. Seer is good. We'll no more summon Seer. Because I can use Seer. So I can go with... I mean, I feel like we've already played enough cards in this deck that we should be hitting our second copy of Farfa or something. So we're going to go with Dante. Use Dante's effect. Honestly, in theory, I should hit a Fiendish Rhino Warrior at this point. No, we don't. Wow, that's funny. We're going to do that. Let's see. What do I want to bring back? So we milled a Scarm, so we're going to be getting a search during the end phase, which is amazing. We already do have one of our Farfas engraved, so we're just going to go for that. Yeah, this will be fine, because I can go for another rank 3 at the end of the turn. Let's see what they're playing. Okay, kind of figured as much. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3. So they're almost out of Blue Eyes, which is kind of good for us. But we got to be kind of careful. We got to be kind of careful at this point. We're going to add back Seer because Barbar kind of sucks right now. But this is going to trigger. They're going to summon a Blue Eyes. They can also banish the Whites under the Ancients, get another Blue Eyes alternative back. But that also is dependent that they need to have something to special summon it with, which they probably won't because of the Blue Eyes count in the grave. So we should be fine. Yeah, they're going for Blue Eyes. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, they pretty much don't have any more Blue Eyes to really capitalize off with their deck. Yeah, so unless I drew into their Blue Eyes, we're going to be fine. Because with Dante, we can use him to get back under their level 3 and then start doing some things. Ancient, wow. Wow, okay, okay. I did not see that coming. So at this point, are they going to go for Fusion, or what are they going to... Yeah, they're going for Fusion. Okay. I mean, in a perfect world, they'll attack Scarm first. Yeah, not happening. That's fine. So Dante's going to trigger. I'm going to grab myself my other copy of Dante because we don't have 3 copies in this deck. Never needed it, so we're just going to grab the other copy back. We will get a search, though, during the end phase, which is... Oh, wait, no, we don't. Let's see what they're thinking. Actually, wait a minute. We're due for... Oh, wait, there's an econ right there. Okay. They let us keep Farfa? Do they realize that Farfa is only till the end of this turn? That wouldn't have done anything, but that's fine. That's fine with me, because we might be able to do something here, ladies and gentlemen. This thing can't be destroyed by card effects, right? Cannot be... Oh, it can't be destroyed by battle, but it can definitely be destroyed by card effects. So that's actually pretty cool. I mean... Yeah, sure. So normal summon. I can do 27, I think. Wait a minute. No, I don't even need to do that. No. I have a much more simpler play. I can do something much more simpler and more optimal. We don't even need to do this anymore. We're good. We won. Because we can summon Dante, mill 3, detach Farfa, not Barfa. Get him up to 25, banish this, and then special summon Barbar and attack for game. We're good. Banish it. Bye-bye. Out of here. We're going to special summon Barbar. And then we're going to, just for cheeky, we're going to set Cosmic Cyclone, and then we're going to go for game. This is at 42, so we have more than enough to actually deal the damage. So we are good. Jeez, that actually went on longer than I anticipated. But yeah, you gotta give him the thumbs up. Gotta give him the thumbs up on that one. Yeah, we're actually almost back at gold. Let's go. Maybe I should actually, like, you know, keep playing PvP so I don't have to, like, keep getting reset back to silver or bronze and then just work our way up. So that's pretty good. Seriously, another Sento player? But I mean, what are the likelihood of them actually having another whatchamacallit, another, you know, Blue Eyes? Like, what is the likelihood of them actually playing Blue Eyes? Pretty freaking high, apparently. They're going second, which might be better for us, but then again, probably not, because they do play a lot of discard trap interruptions. If I get lucky, they might just open up like with 3 blue eyes and nothing else or whatever. It could happen. It could happen. So there's 1, 2. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like the looks of that one bit. Oh, that even looks worse. Special, Libic, reveal, special, response. No, it's good. It's good. Let's go. Normal Seer, Malediction of the Burning Abyss. Response. No, we're good. Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one. I mean, I'd imagine that Dante is going to get, you know, hit by Regeki Breaker, Karma Cut, whatever it is, so that's fine, I guess. You know, it is what it is. Oh, wow, it's actually going off. Holy crap, I never thought we'd actually get this far. We're going to detach Libic first because it doesn't really matter too much. We're going to mill 3. Yo, that is actually good. This is a good mill. Ultimate Providence, what? No, that's fine, actually. Discarding a Blue Eyes. Yo, the boy must be desperate. So it's going to negate that, which is fine. But Freedish Runaware is going to activate. Same thing with Seer, Malebranche of the Burning Abyss, and Dante. So we're having quite a bit of things actually happening right now. So the card that we're going to target, we'll bring back, I don't know, Alich, because we could still special summon with that. Yeah, Dante mills as cost. Dante mills as cost. How did you not know this? Dude, I have no idea, man. I have no idea. Seer's going to bring back Dante, travel the Burning Abyss. We could still go for 1,000. It's fine. And then we can still kind of like, you know, keep playing because, you know, we can do stuff. Now is the time. Because we have yet to special summon, actually, Alich. So we might be able to, you know, kind of keep that going. It's like choosing your favorite child. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're going to go with Rubik. Like, as much as I like actually having Rubik as a tuner, we just never find ourselves in the situation of actually going into Virgil. Like, Virgil is pretty cool, but, like, you know, he just doesn't, you know, he just doesn't do it sometimes. Sure, yeah, we'll do that. We're going to special summon Alich just so we can be able to put in a little bit more pressure against Mr. Seto Kaibu. So we're going to do that. We will set... I'm going to set 2. We're not going to set the second floodgate. We don't really need to do that too much. But yeah, like, check it out. Like, you could detach 1 material and choose up to 1 to 3, and then send that many cards to the graveyard, and then until the end of this card. Yeah, so based on the wording and how, like, there's this little semicolon, it's cost. But it's fine. Like, honestly, even paying the cost is still sometimes really good, too. Because, like, if it was the fact to mill 3, like, sometimes that kind of would suck because you can still pay the cost. You know, and that's fine. Because sometimes you just want a deck mill. So Dante goes in defense mode. Skarm should trigger 2. And we're going to use Skarm to be able to set up for Tour Guide. Just so I have, like, you know, an instant rank 3 next turn in case I have some kind of disruption. But I think we're going to be fine anyway because we have Floodgate. We have whatever. So we should be fine regardless, but we'll see what happens. Where's my water? Yeah, no. The cool thing about this is that Floodgate Trap Hole does not target, it just shuts it face down, which is awesome. Because this card is actually still pretty decent, but like playing around it sometimes can be really annoying, so just shutting it down instantly, yo, it's pretty pog. And that's also pretty cool too. I really this isn't negated, unfortunately. It's actually kind of annoying. It's a 0/0, right? Yeah, it's a 0/0. Yeah, we could just go for it. Because unfortunately, I don't know if it would be Alich gets destroyed first and then Tour Guide would trigger, so I'm not going to take the risk of it. What's about the lowering players playing Maiden? I mean, that's a fair point. You know, Maiden can be, it's a decent card, don't get me wrong. Like, if anything, the thing about Maiden that just kind of gets annoying is you have to play around it. And sometimes, like, you know, you can, but it just ends up with your opponent having a blue eyes, and I'd rather just not deal with it. But, I mean, Maiden's fine. But when people start throwing Priestess with the eyes of blue, I'm like, okay, that's taking a little bit too far. Any Burning Abyss right now would be amazing. Because I could just make Alucard at that point, too. Thank you. Yo, that's actually pretty cool. Seer is actually probably the best Burning Abyss we could have drawn in this place. Because I can just, you know, detach and make something happen. Yeah, we're good. We're good. So we're gonna go to we're gonna do the thing. We're gonna make Alucard. Because again, I just love playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night. We're gonna do that. We're gonna see if they have any reaction to it. And if they do, then we win. Oh, they're playing Rainbow Life? I mean, they bought another turn. It's also a discard outlet. That's not too bad. All right, then. I mean, you know, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Sure. Yeah. All right. You know, we're gonna. I mean, Rainbow Life is fine, but when I see them discarding a god, I'm like, yo, all right. Are they playing a second Rainbow Life? No, they're actually playing. I've seen this card getting a little bit more popularity. It's not a bad card. Honestly, it's not, but like, you know, it is what it is. Deal a quarter of the original attack as damage. Let's freaking go. Like, that could be like, what, 175 points of damage. Let's freaking go. All right, GG, my dude. I'm curious, like, are they just playing Blue Eyes with like just one obelisk? Because I mean, I understand. The god cards are kind of, you know, they're neat. They're cool. Yay! Now we're back into gold, and then we'll eventually get back into platinum. Let's check this out. So obelisk, 3 maiden. That's a little bit too much. Why are you playing 3 maiden over 2 sages? Did they not have a 3rd sage, or what is that? You got this, Metal. Yo, I appreciate you, ATM, but also, bro, you got this too, man. Wait, why are they playing? Wait. What, hang on. They can't even play Stardust. Wait, yeah, they can't even play Stardust, nor can they play Majestic or Shooting Star. Like, am I missing something? Is there any way they can actually play this? Because this is a Synchro 8. They don't even have a Spirit Dragon. That's the problem, though, dude. Look, they don't have Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. They have a Zero-Eye Silver Dragon, but they don't have Spirit. And Spirit Summon's a light attribute dragon, right? Not a wind. Am I missing something? No, they can't. I know what you're thinking too, though, man. Like, again, I'm not dissing the person's deck, but like, yo, you can't play what you want to play. Cause like, hang on. Watch, like, cause Stardust is a win attribute monster, and I can't type for shit. But Spirit, where is it? Yeah. So you could, during the player turn, you contribute this card, special summon 1 light dragon synchro type monster. They can't even play it. But you know what? Respect. I like it. That's fine. That's cool. I mean, you know, they're throwing obelisk along with, like, you know, the synchro. Like, that's fine. That's cool. Again, I love playing Yu-Gi-Oh just because, like, you can do so many things with it. So if you want to play the deck you want, that's fine with me. I just love Burning Abyss, and it quite happens to be a pretty fun and actually pretty decent deck. But okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, Spiritless can summon Stardust Spark Dragon, you're right, but it can't summon Stardust Dragon. Because it's a wind attribute. And Stardust Spark Dragon, it's kind of cool. Like, it has that spell speed 2 destruction prevention effect, which is kind of neat. Yo, the bricks. Let's freaking go. I love it. Yeah, I love it. Brick City, baby. Brick City. As a Burning Abyss player, starting with 3 back row, this makes me sad. This makes me very sad, but we can at least have an MST target. 2 of them, actually, as a matter of fact. Protect with the Eyes of Blue. Sure, that's fine, dude. That's fine. Sure, that's fine. Wait, you're just going to battle phase? What is happening today? Yo, Asish, good evening. I'm sorry, I almost got lost for a second, but yo, welcome, dude. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I can econ it. Let's go. No, I'm just kidding. That's fine. I mean, Cards of Constance is a good removal. That's pretty good. Pass freaking as soon as I got home and just woke up 10 minutes ago. I mean, dude, sometimes you just need that sleep, dude. I totally get that, dude. Hopefully it was a good nap. Welcome, my dude. It's always nice to have you here. Yo, Mikey VGC. Yo, welcome. It's been a little bit, dude. It's good to see you. How's it going, dude? It's going pretty good. I appreciate for asking. I'm pretty stoked that Burning Abyss now actually have tour guide and Duel Links, so I'm pretty happy. How are you doing, dude? Is everything going well? You're gonna karma cut my... Why? Why would you discard a second copy of Cards of Constance to do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? And also, why didn't you get the opportunity of doing that? Why? All right, we'll turn that back on. That's fine. Sure. I don't get that. Should have been able to let me do that. We'll just do auto. Glad you're okay. I'm doing okay. Just on the tail end of work. Yo, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Do you have anything fun planned for your time off after work? Power of the Guardians. Let's go. That is so cool. I mean, I play Book of Moon, so that's an easy out for the Power of the Guardian little thing they got going on now. And if I really wanted to, I can now tutor whatever card I want, which is amazing. We already have Dante, Char with the Burning Abyss. Where's Rido, though? Oh, I would love to see Rido. I mean, unfortunately, Rido isn't, like, you know, based off of Dante's Divine Comedy. Otherwise, that'd be amazing. That'd be really awesome. So grab tour guide. So that's what tells my family going to go shopping at the fair later and then just crashing with the sack of spuds from being drained. I mean, honestly, that sounds like a great plan to me, dude. Because, again, sometimes it's just very exhausting going to work and having to deal with everything. So I totally get that. But no, dude, like, a Rido would be really cool. I mean, we got Virgil, Rockstar of the Burning Abyss, but no Rido. That would be pretty cool, though. They actually do have, like, a mechanic or, like, an archetype that's like a devil summoner thing. Kind of like how they did in Rido. That'd be pretty cool. I just work nights. I mean, nights can still be pretty exhausting, though, for sure. Because of, just, like, you know, the whole change of that, like, you know, working that late, you know? So we're going to use Fiendish Rhino Warrior's effect. We're going to... We have Barbar in the grave, yeah? Yeah, we do. Okay, so we do. Sweet. Yeah, we have Barbar in the graveyard. So here's where we're going to do some fun, cheeky shenanigans. Are you with me? Please tell me you're with me. So we're going to use Seer's effect to be able to bring back any Burning Abyss. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It does not matter, I promise you. Yeah, we're going to do that thing. We have a cool card called Enemy Controller. Here's what it do. So we're going to tribute one monster we control. Gonna be Barbar. We're going to take over your Protector with the Eyes of the Light. And that's awesome. We're going to use Barbar's effect. And then as a result, we're going to, you know, we'll banish those two. No! Dude, I wanted to take over your monster, Birdie with Barbar, attack with Dante, and then attack with the Protector with the Eyes of Blue, equipped with the Power of the Guardians to trigger its effect to be able to be enough to go for a game, but it was not meant to be. Sag. It was not meant to be. I actually read Dante's Divine Comedy in high school. Haven't read it since, though. I mean, I would love to. I wish my high school had allowed us to read it, but no, we had to read 1984. So now we all have paranoid opinions that everybody is watching us, which they are, but you know, we come to embrace it. No, we never got to watch it, unfortunately. I need to check it out, though. Are we missing any of the Malabranches? We are missing a few of them. Like, we don't have Graph, Trickster. Like, imagine if we had Graph. Like, you know, summon Tour Guide, summon Graph, detach Graph, special summons here. That'd be nutty. We don't have Graph. I don't think... We also don't have Calcab. Those are the only two I know we don't have. It's like War and Peace. You only need to read it once. Fair enough. But I actually do want to... I actually do need to plan down and sit down to read it. Because, again, I just love the archetype. So I might as well read something that's like... you know, just reading it. I meant in general, not in Duel Links. Yeah. I mean, if we're talking in general, my guy, then yeah, we have all the Burning Abyss because they start off as a TCG exclusive deck. But yeah, we started this, man. We made Burning Abyss what it is. Yo, like, I remember when Duelist Alliance dropped and this was like a TCG exclusive. I'm like, yo, this thing looks sick. Oh, that are from the book? I have no idea. I know each Malva branch, I believe, is supposed to represent a different, you know, inner circle of hell, but that's pretty much it. I forgot to set this. I wanted to check when we milled, but that's fine. So I think technically there should be 9 Malva branches, so if there's 9, we're done. But if there's not, we might have more coming in the future. Not too sure, though. Yo, they're playing Noble Knights? Oh, man, I haven't seen this forever. And man, it would have been so good if I actually had Floodgate down when I supposed to have set it. Oh wait, they're going with Dristan? Okay, that's cool. Dante trigger. Ooh, yo, that's actually kind of nice. Target card, we'll grab Barbar. We'll activate Farfar. Jeez, I can't say that right. We'll banish this just so I can get rid of Gallatin for good for the time being, which is nice because now the target isn't there, so it's not going to come back. Taking the 1,700 points of damage is not fun, but it is better than what, you know, was happening before then. But no, I need to read Dante's Define Comedy so I can be able to see like where we're currently at with the Burning Abyss stuff. Give me Crane. Karma Cut's fine. I'm assuming one of these is like maybe Chalice. We'll go with this one. Regeki Break. All right. That's kind of cool. Damn. I mean, I can get rid of Medrot right now. We're going to see how this goes. They have something they can react to, maybe? This will be for if they try to Xyz summon or anything. We'll also put down Karma Cut just to kind of like mess with them. Medrot is just too good to leave on the... Wait, do we have to attack the other one? Your opponent cannot target monsters with less than... Oh, that sucks. I mean, we might as well get rid of it because we can. They have enemy controller? Yo, that's interesting. I mean, it's good. I love enemy controller. Enemy controller is a really solid card in Duel Links, in my opinion. Dante's a chat, though. He told the Christian priest to go. Oh, man. I mean, maybe. The only real experience I have with Dante in the Divine Comedy is playing Dante's Inferno for the Xbox 360, which is actually kind of a fun game. Yo. No. Why weren't you letting me... Yeah, we're going to use this. Which is actually kind of cool because his effects are going to try to resolve and grab them, but it's going to be face down. So there's like no applicable targets, which is cool. So that's actually kind of nice. Purdue. Okay, so Destiny, that's one that prevents him from being destroyed by battle. Purdue's a level 5, so it's not a big deal. Barbar's effect. No, we don't really need to use Barbar's effect. Crane? Scarm is actually pretty okay. I'm actually okay with this. We'll just pass turn. Because I can use it during the end phase instead. And I could probably set myself in a position where I won't die. Because we can then take advantage... Oh, God. You can tribute this card, special summon one Lump Knight from your deck. That's... okay, so we're going to do... I'm kind of reluctant to do this, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to get rid of Merlin. We're going to discard Scarm. We're going to take the 19 and putting us at 400. But it's going to be good because we can then do that to search out a Burning Abyss and also use Destiny Draw to grab Crane Cane, and then we can just recycle everything over again. I could go with Farfar. No, it'll be better... Do I have Fiendish in the Grave? No, but we do have a Far from the Grave anyway, so that's kind of good to see. So I guess I'll grab a Seer Malabranch of the Burning Abyss, possibly. Shit! I forgot to do the skill! Alright, that's fine. We'll just play it through. We'll just play through, everybody. We're going to special summon Seer, or Scarm, whatever it's called. Normal summon Seer. We will then go into Dante. Yeah, we can do that. That's fine. We'll do the thing. Yeah, that's a problem. Sometimes I forget to do stuff. But that's fine. We're gonna, detach Seer. We're gonna mill 3. Yo, we hit a Phoenix Rhino Warrior. So good. We good. Let's go. So we're gonna use Seer's effect to special summon back. I mean, we're at 400 light points, so I gotta be kind of careful. Yeah, I gotta be a little careful. Let's see. I will special Scarm, and we'll use that effect. Yeah, we're gonna do that. What's the face down defense position monster's defense again? Like, what is it? 2,000. Okay, so Dante can go over that anyway. That's fine. So we're gonna send Farfa to the grave. That's gonna allow me to banish Purdue. And the cool thing with banishing Purdue is it's gonna get rid of the optional target for Noble Arms to come back anywhere. So that's kind of cool. I also need to read your effect too. What do you do? Okay, so he doesn't float. That's amazing. All right, so we're gonna banish Purdue. That's gonna get rid of Noble Arms of Destiny for good, which is nice. Yeah, we're gonna go to Bane phase. Yeah, that's fine too. So we're gonna swing over with Dante, travel out of the Burning Abyss, send that to the grave. We're gonna go to our end phase and just put in defense mode. Farfa's gonna bring it back, but Purdue is not even able to get over any monster, so it's fine. I think the only Burning Abyss card that we don't really have in Duel Links right now is Fire Lake of the Burning Abyss, which is broken. You send 2 Burning Abyss to the grave, destroy up to 3 cards. What's wrong with that? It's so good. Sure, we'll just use Destiny Draw. Do I not have any more MSTs? I mean, I can't even activate this, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? I guess we'll grab Crane. Then we forgot we're strategically saving for D-Draw. Yeah, dude, I totally forgot about it. I totally forgot because we're so good at this game, right? We're going to detach Scarm because Scarm is awesome. We hit Alich. What else did we hit? We hit Alich, Rubik, and Crane. Son of a... That's fine. Do I want to use Alich's effect? No, I don't. We're going to normal summon Crane. Crane's going to destroy Scarm, which is kind of cool. We're going to special summon back Farfa. Put Farfa in defense mode. We're going to go to our extra deck. We're going to summon Alucard because, again, I love Castlevania Symphony of the Night. This doesn't look like the same one, but it's good enough for me. He's also got some sick kicks, too. All right, we're going to activate Alucard's effect. We're going to detach the Farfa. And then we're going to get rid of this because I have trust issues with trap cards. Farfa's effect is going to trigger banishing Purdue, and then we're going to swing for a game because that's what I said so. If Crane does that, it should work the same with your tour guide. Oh, it kind of does, yeah. So, like, when you summon Crane, it destroys, like, any Burning Abyss monsters that are not negated. And then you can use Crane's on summon effect to special summon that same one. It's pretty cool, actually. Like, Burning Abyss has, like, a lot of, like, interesting plays you can do. And it's just so much fun. It's just so much fun. But yeah, like, I love how I was strategically saving for Destiny Draw just so I can be able to grab it, but I kind of, like, screwed it up, but it's fine. It's always fine, though, right? It's always fine. Especially when you're playing Duel Links. Yo, another Kaiba player? That's fine. I kind of need to get revenge on Blue Eyes anyway, because we had a few games that were, they could have been better. But it is what it is. Oh, cool. We're going... Oh. If I could draw, like, one more Burning Abyss, that might be okay. I mean, we have Cosmic Cyclone, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming they're going to ditch the White Stone of Ancients anyway. It is what it is. Makes a lot of sense to do that way. I would love Tour Guide. No, that's not going to work. Like, if we actually drew another monster, yeah, that would have totally worked. Because we could have used Econ to be able to do that. These ones are pretty easy to play with and remove them whenever I need them to be gone. So we'll do that and just pass and see what actually happens. Because Econ, I could just, you know, play whenever I wanted to. I also just realized that we can also summon Tour Guide, summon something with Tour Guide's effect, tribute the monster we summon with the Econ, and then just go from there. So there's actually a lot of things we can actually do. But that's assuming if I actually do draw into it. Oh wait, shit! No, that's not the one I wanted to do. I didn't mean to play that card. Who knows? We might get lucky and draw into Crane. Oh wait, I could do this. Ballista Squad. Pop this and probably pop a White Stone of the Ancients. I don't even care anymore. Yo, it's a White Stone of the Ancients. Let's go. Oh no, that's actually terrible. That's fine though. Yeah. Yeah, this is why we don't play Duel Links too often. I mean, you know, we just got rid of my entire board for them to summon another Blue Eyes. What's worse than that? Oh, that could have actually been pretty good too. Jeez. Like, if it was anything besides a White Stone of the Ancients, like, that would have actually been an okay play, but it, like, kind of, like, ended with the Blue Eyes, and I kind of ended with nothing. But it's fine. They're going to be overconfident. They're going to try to gain stuff, and I'll, like, you know, go for the, you know, whatever. It's fine. We're going to respond to Karma Cut so we can banish them before that actually happens. So I'm assuming that if we banish this Blue Eyes off of Karma Cut's effect, it's going to banish it before it gets the opportunity of bringing them back. That's right. Get rid of it. And we discarded Scarm too, which is amazing because I can get a search. I'm assuming they'll have a normal summon anyway because they only have Blue Eyes and the stones. They still have like Sage opportunities and stuff like that. So I'm assuming they're going to do a normal summon or something. Yes, there it is, Sage. So they're probably going to, like, what, get access to White Stone? Or Maiden. More Maidens. All right, that's fine. Maidens aren't a big deal, but yo, Scarm is activating? What? That's the end of your turn, bro? Let's go. Tour Guide from the Underworld. Let's go, baby. If I could draw into any Burning Abyss, we probably won. Like, actually, no, that's not true. Actually, no, it is true. Of course, Floodgate, that's fine. But then again, there's always hope because with Tour Guide, we could summon Fiendish Rhino Warrior and just, you know, accelerate for games. So we're going to do that. So yeah, we're going to summon Fiendish Rhino Warrior, do the thing. We're going to detach, you know, we're going to do everything again. So we're going to summon, you know, Burning Abyss, Dante, my dude, my guy. I can do this all day long and it doesn't get tiring at all. So detach for Fiendish Rhino Warrior. Mill 3. Oh, that sucks. I mean, actually, do we still have Barbar in the grave? No, we don't need to use Alich's effect. Sent to grave, sent to grave. I think we still have Barbar in the grave. Yeah, we have Barbar in the grave because we were so good and used like 3 cards to do it. So we good. We actually won the game now too. Because this will be 42 damage respectively because this is a 0 attack monster. Even if it doesn't win, we still have Floodgates. So we actually have potential of winning. Do they play Kiteroid though? They probably play Kiteroid. That took way too long for them to... Yo, the Sphere Karibo! Let's go! Yeah, they're not done yet. But thank goodness we do have the Floodgate Trapple set face down, so we actually have, like, a Disruptor. So that's fine. Galaxy Cyclone! Oh, no! I mean, it is what it is. Dante is fine. Scorn and Defeat. Add a Blue Eyes Chaos Mad Dragon to the top of your deck condition. Add Chaos to your... Wow. If your opponent controls monsters 35... Wow. That's cool. Farfa? Well, actually, Farfa won't do too much anyway. Libic. Okay. Attack mode. Summon Libic. Wait! Yo! Okay. Okay, I got it. Okay. I have an idea. We won. Oh, yes, let's go. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to summon 47 Nightmare Shark. We're going to use 47 Nightmare Sharks. In fact, we're going to detach this guy. We're going to make him attack directly. Barbar is going to trigger. We're going to banish 3 Burning Abyss from our grave, dealing 450 points of damage to our opponent directly, which puts him at 1850. Math is my friend. And then we're also going to... we can't put him in defense mode, but we will just... Nah. Yeah, we're going to do it anyway. So we're going to detach for Dante, because why not, right? Why not? Start with it now. We're going to keep going with it. Seer's Effect, yes. We're going to use Seer's Effect to special summon back Scarm, Mellow Branch to the Burning Abyss. Scarm is going to self-destruct, but that's okay because we can get a search during the end phase. Battle phase, swing directly. Is it going to work? They have Kite-Roid too! No, that's fine. I mean, it's fine. Like, I actually had a decent idea because we could have attacked directly with 47 Nightmare Shark. But it is what it is. That kind of sucks, actually. Seeing a lot of the same decks from opponents tonight. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you'll sometimes like see that ATM, especially like, you know, when you get closer and closer to like, you know, to gold and above, because like, again, consistency in the meta is like always gonna be the same thing. But you know, it's to be expected, you know. I can't believe they actually had Kite-Roid. They're not doing anything. Let's go. Oh, that would have been really good. So Dante is kind of like, you know, whatever now, so we can put him in defense mode. So what do we have actually with him? So we have Libic. Kite-Roid. You banish this card from you, you take no damage during that battle. Oh, I kind of don't want Dante on the field anymore. Is that weird? It's kind of weird to say that out loud. So we're going to set this. We're going to bait this out. So we're going to summon that. We're going to, you know, do this. Double Piercing is the name of the game. That's because he has Chaos Max potentially in this deck. So Double Piercing is the name of the game. So I got to be careful. Yeah, Kite-Roid's going to happen. That's fine. I can't really do anything against that. What? Really? For real? Wow, did not expect that, actually. Wow, this is actually kind of annoying, actually. I don't want these guys on the field anymore. Yeah, bastard. Because unfortunately, he only had 2 materials, and he had the Kite-Roids. I did not expect to see Kite-Roids at all, so that's kind of like an annoyance, for sure. Oh, come on, just Scarm. I need to get rid of the Burning Abyss cards. What was their ability again they activated? Because I feel like we're not even seeing it. It happened. Like honestly, ATM, if I didn't have these dudes clogging my field, I would have already won. That's the problem, is it all? Oh, come on. Oh, that's a little... no, I can't do anything with that. That sucks. So what does Scorn of the Defeat do? So in addition to add Chaos Form, you can from outside the deck if your opponent controls. Okay, so they're just adding a Chaos Form to the top of your deck. Okay, to your from outside of your... So they have it, they just don't have the stuff to tribute it yet. Okay. Interesting. So they have a discard trap that they could activate at this point now, too. So they have... Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Maiden's going to trigger. They're going to summon 2 Blue Eyes. So, I mean, we'll see what actually happens, because they potentially could just go for game at this point now, too. I was really hoping for something like a enemy controller, but unfortunately it just didn't happen. So, I'm assuming at this point they can now just activate Chaos Form. And then just go for Blue Eyes Chaos Max, right? Karma Cut, why? Built a new Neuron deck with Cypher? How does it run, dude? So getting rid of Dante is fine, honestly, because now I can actually start doing stuff. We're going to use Farfa's effect. Honestly, just banishing this because I don't want Shark on the field anymore. I don't. Works so much better than Neurons. I mean, it makes sense because you just get so much value drawn with like what you kind of told me from the last stream. So I could totally see that, my dude. Ballista Squad's actually pretty good. So what I could do, so we actually have quite a bit of options we have here. So we could special summon. We have to discard a Burning Abyss for that to actually work, though, I think. We're running low on cards anyway, so it is what it is. So... Okay, I know what I want to do. I know what I want to do. We're going to special summon you. Oh, shit. That's not good. That is definitely not good. I mean, I could spit it with... I mean, it's not the worst thing that could be happening, but it's not good. It's definitely not very PogChamp-like. We are going to use... So I could use Farfa. So I could go with Farfa, Detach, Banish. Yeah, we actually have game. Okay. If they don't have another hand trap, we actually have game. No, we don't, because I can't go into Virgil. But I can do this. Let's see. So detach, target one card you control. Okay. So if they don't have another hand trap like Kite Run or whatever, we won. But we'll see. We'll see. So we're going to use Phantom Knight's Break Swords effect. We're going to detach Farfa. We're going to destroy our Rubik face down. We're also going to destroy Dragon Spirit of White. Farfa's going to trigger from the graveyard upon detach from Phantom Knight Breaksword. We're going to banish Blue Eyes. To be on the safe side, I'm also going to set Ballista Squad just in case. And we're going to go for a game. Yes! Finally! Let's go. Jeez, that took forever. But yeah, we turned it around. Let's go, baby. I got to give them a heads up. That was actually pretty cool. We'll even save it too. I liked it. That was a good duel. You earned that one? Yo, let's go. Let's go, ATM. It was a good game. Definitely back and forth. I was really scared of them going to bring out Chaos Max Dragon because that thing can do easily 4,000, if not 8,000 more damage, but we kind of got lucky. We kind of got lucky that they didn't get the monster out because it's kind of nutty. It's kind of nutty. Because, like, check this thing out. Bubble. It cannot be destroyed by card. It cannot be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effects. That's awful. If this card attacks the defense position monster, inflict double piercing damage to your opponent. That could be a lot, especially in Duel Links because we're only playing with 4,000 light points. So thankfully, we were able to get that taken care of, and we get all the gems in the world. Before we do end the stream, though, I am actually going to open up some packs from all these gems that we just gathered. So let's just do that, shall we? Because packs are fun, right? Packs are fun. Find it funny how Arcana Knights were made to support Slifer, but they work better for Raw support. I might build that deck. Dude, I mean, honestly, go for it, man. As long as you're enjoying the decks you're building, do it, man. Right? Just go for it. All right, so Cross Dimension is actually a really cool deck because it has a little bit of everything. It has, you know, DDDs, it has Fluffles, it has Odd Eyes, it has a lot of things. So let's check it out. Fluffle Sheep's not too bad, but I think we already got our play set. Jade, nope. Perform a Pal, Help Princess. She likes to be helpful. Fusion Fright Waltz. Target a fright for a fusion monster you control. One fusion monster, 2 situational. Get rid of it. Revoke. Oh, that's awful. A Pointer of the Red Lotus. It's rude to point, my guy. Pay 2,000 life points. Reveal all cards in your opponent's hand. Reveal all cards in your hand. Look at your opponent's hand. Select one card. Remove that play until your ends of your opponent's next phase. This actually used to be a really big card because it had the same ideas like Crush Card by. I'm sorry, not Crush Card, but Mind Crush, where you just get to see your opponent's hand. Seeing your opponent's hand is crucial knowledge, but removing a card is insane too. Nope, bad. Ooh, when this card's normal, so you can target one card in either Pendulum Zone, return to the hand. That's actually kind of decent. When you Pendulum Summon a monster, you can target one card in either Pendulum Zone, return. I mean, Trampolix was actually pretty important in Cliff Forts back when they first dropped. So this coming to Duel Links is actually kind of interesting, especially since, you know, they're trying to flesh out pendulums a little bit more. Oh, this could be something good. This could be something good, everybody. Suspense. Let's go. It's an Exceed. Yo, what is this shit? Ancient Gear, Gadgetron, Chimera, Astral Ghouls, and Disappointment. Oh, I mean, Rebellion's actually kind of cool. Like, if you can actually properly summon this bad boy, it's actually pretty good. So, Trampolix, back when the Cliff Fort days during, like, the new Challengers Trickster, like, it was pretty good because you can use it to, like, you know, bounce back certain scales and pendulum summon certain monsters. So like it actually was pretty good. Like this isn't that hard to summon ATM. It's just if you summon it the proper way, like you can get a lot, like you can destroy a lot of cards. We'll check out this effect here shortly. Clifford, yeah, Clifford the big red dog. Yeah, Clifford the big red dog. Not Clifforts or Cliffots, whatever you want to call them. Fluffle Mouse. I remember this actually used to be really hyped when it first dropped because again, during your main phase, you can special summon up to 2 copies of Fluffle Mouse from your deck. The reason why this is pretty good because you get to summon a lot of Fluffles for like, you know, fusion support. So Fluffle Mouse is actually pretty cool. Pod of Acquisitiveness. Let's go. Yeah, if you summon a Rebellion, you basically just one little, pretty much. But this definitely takes some effort. Because, like, check this shit out. So it's Pendulum effect. Once per turn, if you have no other cards in your Pendulum Zone, you can place 1 monster from your deck in your Pendulum Zone. That's huge. That's insane. But getting this card in the Pendulum Zone, that's the hard part. So it's the big effect. The big effect right here. That's like, you know, a billion pages. So if you can Pendulum Summon a level 7, you can Pendulum Summon this face-up card in your extra deck. If this Exceed summoned by using an Exceed monster as a material, destroy as many level 7 or lower monsters your opponent controls as possible. Inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each card destroyed. And if you do, this card can make 3 attacks during each battle this turn. If this card of the monster zone is destroyed by a battle or a card effect, you can destroy as many cards in your Pendulum Zone as possible. And if you do, place this in your Pendulum Zone. So destroying your Pendulum Zones are not a bad thing because you can just resummon them anyway. A lot of them have like float effects. And especially like back in the day, like when those like, you know, Perform Pal engines and stuff like that. But the fact that this thing can make 3 attacks, not on monsters, but just 3 attacks flat out, is pretty insane. There's a scale that lets you scale the magicians you summon with the deck, I think. Probably. That makes sense. But yeah, this dude is definitely pretty cool if you bring him out properly, but like it just takes some effort for sure. But honestly, pretty good set, honestly. Need to get some Fright for Fusions because that's kind of cool. Dimension Slice was an interesting inclusion. I would love to get Breakthrough Skill, honestly. If I can pull my 2 copies or 3 copies of Breakthrough Skill, I'll easily probably switch that up for like, you know, put this in Burning Abyss because Breakthrough Skill can be banished from the graveyard and still activate, which is kind of nice. So that's why this is like super good in Burning Abyss. Like honestly, this set is just really cool. I really like this set. All right, but good games across the board, and thank you all so much for joining. I really do appreciate it. I really do, as always. I hope you guys know that. All right, with that being said, though, we are going to be doing a raid. I do see that Sean Matry is actually is streaming Duel Links, which is surprisingly because not many people are streaming Duel Links or playing Duel Links because Master Duels is a thing, but it is what it is. So we're going to be dropping them a raid, kind of keep the Duel Links hype stuff going, and just go from there. Very good games, Gil. I appreciate it, team. Thank you so much for chilling with us, dog. I appreciate it. And also, Trickster, dude, it's good to see you as well. As always, good to see you. Hope you continue to enjoy Elden Ring. I need to know how to spell this person's name properly. M-A-T-R-M-A-T. Let's see. I think that's how you spell it. Let's find out. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, I think we got it. But yo, I'm gonna be chilling in the Discord for a little bit, probably tonight, doing a little bit of gaming for like the next 45 to 50-ish minutes. If you want to hang out then, definitely would do it. But again, everybody have a great rest of your night. Stay safe, stay awesome, and I will see you all in the next stream on Tuesday, where I'll probably do a poll, either doing more Yoshi's Crafted World, or I might just say F it and do Elden Ring. We'll figure it out. Everybody have a great rest of your night. Stay safe. Have a good night, everyone. Peace.